So you guys want to go through and automate video creation. Well, I've seen this a few times. I've been hearing it from my clients. So I feel like today we can sort of just go into how you're able to do that. Now, what do I mean by automating video creation? Oh, by the way, please forgive me. Currently making some breakfast here for everything. I only got a few minutes anyway. But when it comes to automating video creation, using AI and systems like that nowadays, what's really important is that you really focus on using the right tools. Honestly, I'm just going to show you the tools that I've been using that have been doing okay. VO3 has done recently something that's been improved, but I haven't had a chance to play around with it yet. I'll put a video up when I get there. However, I'm going to show you the setup that I've used and given to a handful of clients to help them get some pretty decent results when it comes to AI and automating their video development. So, as I was saying, if you want to go through and generate AI videos with all these cool little systems and all these things that are going out so far today, as well as stuff that I've been using, I'm going to just go through and show you sort of the step-by-step process here. And in order for us to get ourselves started, the current process that we've been using that's been decent has been using ElevenLabs and HeyGen. Now, use them both together, not one or the other. ElevenLabs for your video processing. You want something that's going to be able to replicate your voice as best as possible. And then HeyGen to do AI avatar processing. So both of these are going to require a bunch of training data. And typically the best way to do training data for these things is, well, just to go and create it, or at least for the video, you need to go and create it. For the audio, if you don't have like a really good mic like this, you can list it below if you need access to one, but a good mic, go and find a good mic and then start recording some stuff. But if you've already got audio recordings or videos that you've made in the past, like maybe you do something like this, or you've done a course or whatever, that stuff's really going to help. The better quality your audio is, the more realistic everything's going to be. The video processing is good, but not as good as I think it could be in the next 3, 6, 8 months, 10 months, a year. However, as you go out there and you'll see a bunch of really cool things. The reason when you watch videos currently online that are AI automated or built with AI, like, oh my God, these are amazing, is you don't know the body language of the person you're seeing. You don't know the avatar, so you don't have an expectation for what its body language, its sound, its behavior, their mechanisms, the way that they respond and move. And it also, you don't know what they sound like. All of these factors make your brain go, that's real. That's an amazing video. However, if you have an understanding of who it is that's in the video, you're going to notice something a little off. Especially the younger generation, it should almost immediately click in that it's AI. So you need to understand that. And the reason is AI currently is not good, in my opinion, at gesture alignment with what you're saying, right? So if I'm sitting here saying, oh my God, it's amazing, right? I might be obnoxious in doing this, right? Or if I'm angry, I'm like, grr, I hate you. This is terrible. But it's doing this. It doesn't make sense. Like, the body language doesn't typically align. So that's why you see so many of the current videos that are being used consistently are people typically with a set backdrop. They're not moving their hands. They're keeping their faces facing forward. And it's like a specific structure, right? There's a specific structure that currently works. I'm sure something like VO3 might come out and build something that's going to do a really good job. However, currently it's super expensive and it has taken more than one prompt to get the output that you want. And we don't want to have to do that, because if we want to automate something, we needed to be able to just run an API call or run a connection to the platform and it does what we want, export it, make changes, post it. So anyways, let's just get this going. So of course, create your account on HeyGen, create your account on ElevenLabs, and then cutting over here, I'm going to show you what we would recommend doing for the process. Now, let's see here. When it comes to the video, you need to go find a space, ideally a space that's got a decent backdrop, In there, you're then going to go through and get your setup. Now, in here, I have a recording up, as you probably can see. I'm doing the best I can to try to give you a general example of a basic 3-point setup. What that typically means is I have at least 2 front-facing lights, preferably the same color. Granted, I've always have alternate colors here going on. I've got a white light over here and a yellow light over here, but I have a backdrop light. So this is super basic 3-point lighting. Essentially, think of a triangle. The reason you want 2 pieces in the front and 1 in the back is it creates depth and distance, and also helps to separate you as the person from everything else in the background. So AI does a better job of processing you, which is what it needs to do. So you'll see in here, we get the setting. We've got this little weird side light. I even got the overhead light in the room on. And then as you see there, I'm going through, I'm talking, but I'm not moving my hands a lot in the scene. My hands actually remain like roughly in one space. So either they are in the frame of the video or they're not in the frame of the video. Now for HeyGen, you want the highest quality recording that you can upload. You want to be facing directly at the camera, and you want to show a variety of expressions, or at least the key expressions that you would use in a video, or at least when you're talking to someone. Another key aspect here is that you need to have consistent eye contact with the camera, preferably facing straight towards it. If you're leaned over to the side, that's totally fine. Just understand that the more movement your whole body does, the more inconsistent your output with your agent or AI video is going to be, because it doesn't know, again, just yet when to apply the body's positioning. So choose a spot, just sit there, and then choose where you want your hands to be, face the camera, have direct eye contact, and then between each sentence, think of like a thing you want to talk about. Maybe you just choose a random topic. What you're saying in the video doesn't matter because you're just using it to train it on you speaking and staring at the camera, essentially. So between each sentence, pause, bring your lips together for like half a second, and then progress forward. Doing these things is going to give it a full range of how your mouth moves, how your facial expressions are, how you blink, how you look, etc. And that should be 4 to 5 minutes long and the highest quality output possible, preferably in a wide frame. What that means is that you are centered, or at least you are on a specific side of the video. This gives you the ability to A, create story videos and crop it in, as well as generating wide videos for something like YouTube or another format. Additionally, once you've done that, you then have that 4 or 5 minute video, and then we need to go over to ElevenLabs, and in ElevenLabs, you can either A, go through the platform and train your voice, or you can go and pull a bunch of recordings from previous videos or audio content that you've done. Again, higher quality content, speaking in the tone of voice that you typically speak is important. It's the pacing, it's the levels. If you're normally really quiet, then you need to be really quiet, right? You want it to be able to mimic you as best as possible. So the more understanding it has of that, the better. Okay, so I've given you the overview. Now let's sort of walk through what does that look like. So we're here in HeyGen. We're going to go to avatars. And you see here we have create new avatar. We have this business professional look. Essentially, all you do, come in here, hit create new avatar, start with a photo or a video. Now, I've already got, if you don't have this platform that allows you to upload your own video avatar, simply click buy now. Once it's going to happen there, you're going to just get an upload button. You're going to go through a couple of the steps. It's going to do a little check to make sure that it is good. Once it's done, you're going to have a look here. And you're able to come in and you're able to see briefly what this looks like. Now I'm turning off the audio because you aren't even going to see it. But here's like a completely AI audio version of, or an AI video version of me. I put myself in a fancy suit, something different, something unique. It's not how I dress, but you get the gist. If you've seen more than one of my videos, you already know. By the way, if you haven't already subscribed, please do. I greatly appreciate it. I would love to know that the videos that I'm doing are actually important to you. So you liking, sharing, subscribing helps me and helps you, gives me a reason to want to make more of this content. Anyways, you have this. There's different gestures that you can try to do. So you see that like it pulled out that section of a video and it gives you that preview. And the audio in this is terrible. So currently, HeyGen's audio, trash. Do not use it. Not worth your time. That's why we're not using it as our audio generator. We're just using it for the video. Great. So we've got this generated. Now, if we wanted to go and create a video, we could. The quality of that video is not going to be great. What we have to do now is come over to ElevenLabs. Once you are here, if I'm trying to remember, it is Voices. Then you're going to come over to My Voices. We're going to create or clone a voice. This is the one that is the best. You want professional voice clone. However, I can show you the version which is just the instant 10 seconds. It's the same setup. The difference is the amount of training data that they get. So you can come in here and you can watch other people's videos and be like, wow, it replicates my voice. The level of depth that it's going to have is horrible. Don't even waste your time with this one. Just do the long form one. Just take 30 minutes at minimum, 60 minutes plus preferably. Generate content and come in here. You can record an audio piece. Like I'm going to come in here. Hello, how's it going? You know, just wanted to talk to you today about the fact that AI video creation is not as good as it could be yet, but here soon, it's honestly going to be insane. People, I mean, there's companies out there like Liquid Death already going out there and generating videos using AI, 100% like VO3 AI. But again, the reason that it works is because you don't know the characters, you don't know the set and setting, you don't know the people, you don't know the body language, so on and so forth. So that was, again, going into my side tangent. But as you see here, it took a recording. Here's the recording, 29 seconds of my voice. Next, we'll have it try to clone the voice here. And what this is going to give you is we're going to do a tester. We're going to just say, yeah, take my data. Oh, yeah, that's right. I need a English, save voice. So now, just like the other one, it's going to go through and work on doing this. Here's generate speech. Here's tester. Great leader. Just listen to the difference between that one and this one. Let me turn this up. We're going to try this again. Like a waterfall song, a cat brings peace and wonder.
A great leader inspires with their heart and vision.
They're both similar, but you already know what I sound like. So you can tell voice number 2, like a waterfall song, a cat brings peace and wonder, sounds like me. The other one, it does sound like me, but also doesn't capture all of my inflection, my lack of tone in some areas, my extra pieces of tone in others, right? And that's what I'm saying. So it's like, it's good, not great. So again, I'm deleting it. I don't want it in here. We're going to use the voice that we actually want to use. So we've trained this. We've got HeyGen. We've got both of these. Now let's say we want to create a video. Fantastic. Guess what? Because you created wide video, you can do either one of these. Let's create a portrait video. We're going to choose hyper-realistic avatar. We're going to pop that puppy in there. Look at that. Look at that beautiful man. Now we're going to go be like, yeah, this video is amazing. If you have not already, please subscribe. It helps me buy more Starbucks. We got our thing. There is a bit that we could dive into about structure here for your scripting. I should show you an example here in a second, but let me show you this side. So the scripting here is important. You can't just do a giant block of text. You definitely want to have this written out like you would when you would like read like a script, like you've seen like video scripts or voice scripts for movies and stuff. You can sit here and talk with like AI and be like, hey, can you turn this into like a step-by-step script that I'm going to use for AI video, and it's going to be an avatar speaking and replicating this. And we want to have it ensure that it has all these inflection points and, these ups and downs and pauses, etc. If you just tell like OpenAI that after you've given it like a big, giant, chunky, rough script, it will go through and restructure it or give you better inputs on how to make it better. But for the sake of this example, let's just say this is the recording that we're going to use. We're going to choose voice now. We're going to come over. You see here, Cole's Business Professional Voices, 0. We're going to come over to My Voices. How do I do this? Like, how do I get my own voice in here? Well, what I do is I have this. So you come in, you go to ElevenLabs. You come down here. You're going to go to API keys. You're going to hit Generate API Key. And then you can just choose whatever you want. Hit Create Key. Copy this key. And then import voice, ElevenLabs. Paste your key here. And then, boom, bada bang. That key is now able to pull in the available voices. Select the voice you want to use. And here you go. Should come through. And here we go. Now we can select.
Hey there, here's how I sound. Hope you like it. The right voice brings avatar videos to life.
So here's this. We're going to let this one play. We're going to do a submission video tester. At this point, you could choose the output type. We got 820, let's say 130. If you know what the FPS is of the videos that you recorded, try to have it match that frame. Now we're going to hit submit. So what's going to happen now, it's going to go through, going to do this. Now again, in today's video, I'm just going to show you the example of how you can go through and do the manual flow of this. I want to play around with how you could go through and automate this and doing it effectively. Because there's one thing about just generating videos to say I can help you AI generate video content 100% at scale. Another one is doing it so well that it's like, holy smokes, it's really good. I do think an immediate option here, though, if we went and talked through a very brief example of what you could do, is we come into scenarios, create a new scenario. You can, and it's probably a route I would go, is have a Slack where it's watching a channel's message. So every day you'd be like, maybe you get a response or you are talking or actually even better, I would love AI, right? I would just do this every day. I just set a timer. So every day it sent you a message. It creates a message, sends you a message. We could just have this one be like, send message to person. Now you could use AI and have it go do research. I could show you how to just like, instead of here, you went and did perplexity. You could do a chat completion. Perplexity is great because it can go out and do research on things and then come back with input. But then like you could take this and be like, and then talk to AI, OpenAI, and have this be your idea organization assistant. Essentially, you get ideas, you just give it like a preset list of, hey, look for these things or these topics each day and see what's new. Then ChatGPT could take those ideas and organize them and be like, hey, Cole, which of these ideas is something you want to create a video on that you feel is relevant to you and your business and your customers, etc. Then that gets sent to, where are you? Create a message. It gets sent to you. You literally could just have this, right? And you could save this. And you could use this as like automation 1. Then for your second automation, it's waiting for a new channel message, a reply from you specifically. It then takes that reply, puts it into OpenAI here, and it goes and is like, accepts
idea. And actually, this one would do deeper research. Great. That one does deeper research. This one generates the script. Actually, I don't need this one. And then we come over here. We go to HeyGen. You could come in here, create an avatar video, create your connection. There's a bunch of little settings in here I'd want to show you. But then once that's done, you should be able to get a video by ID. See, this is one of the issues, because if it was me and I was to automate video creation using something like this, I wanted to edit my videos automatically. There's one thing to get like this video output. Another thing is to get the video output in a structure, in a format with some degree of editing, and then it gets posted, right? So it's part of, again, I've just not played with this for a little bit. Usually my team and I will generate content, help people generate content automatically. It then gets sent to their team's editors. So an example of that could be just going and dropping it into a Google Drive, folder. So you find a folder, you upload it, right? You upload to that folder, upload for edits. Then you go through, maybe if you use like Monday, you can then come in here and create an item. There it is. Create an item. So this would be like, hey, create task for editor. And then even better, be over obnoxious in your communication. You don't only just create that task, but you also create a message sending them a notification. All right. So if I was me, I would probably do this type of flow. And then once that's done, the editor might move the video that's been completed into ready to upload edits. And then that can be automatically posted. As of right now, I've not found a system that I like in terms of it doing just automatic AI editing, which is why I'm not going to completely sit here and tell you I would want to 100% automatically just hands-off video replication or video generation. Yes, I could generate the video, but I can't generate it, edit it, post it without me ever looking at it. That makes sense? Great. All right, so I've talked you through this. I've talked you through a potential idea for the automation, how this could look. We're going to delete this. I don't need you guys destroying my credits that I got in here. Let's take a view of this video. I've not looked at it either, so let's hope that it's good, right? Otherwise, what's the point of this video, right? So let's come in here and see. All right. Yeah, this video is amazing. If you have not already, please subscribe. It helps me buy more Starbucks. All right, let's see how that sounds again. I'm going to turn this up for you guys, and I will try to not be too loud. Yeah, this video is amazing. If you have not already, please subscribe. It helps me buy more Starbucks. So to me, the thing that I don't like is this like drawn out blinking. I almost feel like the character blinks a little too much. This stuff here. I'm going to turn off the audio. But it's not terrible. Like the audio is good. And you see, because I'm stationary and I've not moved around a bunch, the output quality of this is good. Depending on the video type that you're doing, if it's like a talking head video, you could probably run with this and just do captions and maybe have an editor do some fancy image overlays, and then you could probably go through and post it. And honestly, the scalability of this is insane. Even just using that basic workflow, you could make hundreds of videos really quickly for a fairly efficient cost compared to the amount of time it takes most people to generate a video. Let me know. If you want, I can go and actually put together like a full suite automation of what it would be like to go through and build this end to end and like essentially automate as much as of it as you can. I am looking at potentially creating a school community just to like aggregate everything. I feel like there should be a cost. I don't know yet. You decide, you tell me. I would love it if you guys could put some of your comments down below. However, I don't really have anything else for this video. So if you have questions, you want me to go into more detail with these things, happy to do so. But let's be honest, there's only so much I can show you here right now, because all you have to do at this point is just download, share it with your editor, or edit it yourself and post it. So I hope this has been helpful. If you have any questions, again, put them down below. I look forward to talking to you guys here again soon, and have a great day.